All right, a couple bonus examples. So here's number 13. You and your friend live 5 miles apart. He says that it's 5 miles from his house to your house and negative 5 miles from your house to his house. So what is the error in his argument? So the error is, remember that distance or length is an absolute value, right? It's always going to be a positive value. So so distance won't be negative 5 miles from his, So anyway, so distance is magnitude without direction, basically. Okay, which later on you'll learn scalars and vectors, and it's a scalar, whereas something like velocity or acceleration would be a vector, where it can be negative or positive and so forth. All right, and let's see, the last example I wanted to show you is 22. So if length AD is 12 and length AC is 4y minus 36, find the value of y, then find AC and DC. So here we're given a diagram, right? And we see that ED is congruent to BD, right? Because they each have one tick mark here and here. And then we see that AD is congruent to DC, right? So in other words, that segment EB is the bisector of AC, right? There's another way to say that. All right, so they tell us that AD is 12 and AC, so this entire length here, is 4y minus 36. So a couple things we can do here. We know that we know that AD and DC are congruent, right? Because these tick marks are given, right? And so we know this is 12. So we know that 12 plus 12, segment addition postulate, must equal 4y minus 36, right? So we could do it that way, or we could, since we know that AD and DC are equal, we could just double 12 and get 24, and then set 4y minus 36 equal to 24. Either way, it's the same thing, right? So 12 plus 12 equals 4y minus 36. So in other words, AD plus DC equals AC. All right, so then we end up with 24 equals 4y minus 36. We can subtract, or let's add 36 to both sides actually. And we'll get 60 equals 4y, divide by 4. So y equals 15. So that's part of our answer, right? Because they did say find the value of y. But we also have to find AC and DC. So AC, we already found that out actually, right? Or we talked about it. We know AC is 12 plus 12, so that's 24. Okay. And then DC is 12, right? We already found that as well, because we know that AD is congruent to DC. So we actually could find that without knowing the value of y, right? Or we could plug in 15 there. 4 times 15 is 60 minus 36 would be 24. Okay. All right. So bring any questions to class.